player versus team.
It's like they almost want them in there.
And see, look at that. Troy didn't want to come back. He was throwing all that snap behind the camera, but don't want to bring it back to the front. That's fine.
Jamar, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get cooked.
Fast, but even sometimes Westbrook, don't do that, Case. Case, don't do that.
Hey, Andrew Whitney.
Yo, we are back with the new rendition of Player versus Team, and I got the fellas with me with a special guest. Y'all want to go ahead and introduce yourself? Willie, go ahead and kick us off, man.
All right, everybody. I'd like to introduce Pro Wrestling Fight Night every Tuesday. I got my man Josie with me. Josie, how you doing?
Doing pretty good, buddy.
Good to have you here. Good to have you here. This might be an everyday thing. This is the perfect podcast for you, right?
I was gonna say, like, I kind of feel like, first off, these two, I got a vibe right there. Like, we family already. Like, there's a vibe there. Second, like, how the fuck in 4 years of us doing podcasts together have you never ever brought up this show?
Because I just started doing it late last year.
I was gonna say you already in the intro,
year.
so you've been doing it for a minute.
Late last year, I started doing it. I got brought in as a co-host. Had to host a few times. But yeah, that's why. But it's your night because the debate we're talking about tonight. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins versus the Bloodline.
Oh, we gonna get up.
And we got to talk about this here. We got to talk because we got some opposing viewpoints here. Mill, if you don't mind, I'd like to talk to our guest first.
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead. Go ahead and kick it off. DJ Michael B, you got any sentiments to add before we jump off?
Man, y'all already know this. DJ Michael B, Gentleman's Talk, Best to Basket. I got my boy Moog here with me. Hey, this is the revamp. We are live. Shout out to Joseph for coming through tonight. Willie, you know you got to get me in your podcast. We've been talking about it for a while, so I'm excited for this one. But yeah, GT is in the house, Best to Basket in the house, and the best damn football show, period, inside the huddle. Moog is in the house. Let's get it in. Go ahead, Willie. Take us away.
All right, Joseph, go ahead and get started. Who are you going with in this particular debate? You going with Seth and Cody, or you going with the Bloodline? And tell me, don't just tell me a side. I want to know why.
I mean, I got to go Seth and Cody. And there's reasons to why I'm going Seth Cody, and then there's reasons to why. One biggest reason right here, I'm tired of the Bloodline. It's gotten stale. And now, mind you, every time I say that, they do something that brings back that freshness to it. Every time. Whether it be Sami Zayn or then it was Jay and his whole thing. Every time it starts to get stale in this 3-year run of this faction, they do something to bring some freshness to it. However, I think the only thing left to do to keep bringing it freshness is it's time for the Bloodline to crumble a little bit or change. It doesn't even have to go away. I like the idea of possibly changing it up, but that's a conversation for a different time. So mine is Cody and Seth. Cody and Seth, to me, one, I'm biased. Those are two of my favorite wrestlers in this generation. Two, to me, two of the best doing it right now. On our show last night, we were talking Rushmores.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking at the generation right now, Cody and Seth are on that mountain.
I would agree. If you're looking at this generation.
Really?
I'm just talking this time frame.
That's crazy.
If you're looking at this generation, it's hard. It's hard.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Do you think that the Bloodline can kind of overshadow the work that Seth and Cody are doing right now because just all the moves that they make, and then when you think they're kind of finished or done, then they come at you with something else?
unfortunately, with now who you have in the bloodline and who you had, Roman is at that level of popularity that only a few have known in the wrestling business, and that one of them now stands next to him in the bloodline. And
That's a
so
good point.
I feel like no matter what, you're going to feel some overshadowing. However, Cody is reaching a level of popularity that only a few have known too. Cody is at that Cena level, I would say Cena 05, 06 level
Makes sense.
popularity right now.
That's a good one.
Makes sense.
And Seth is just Seth. Seth is amazing. Seth is one of the most creative minds that I have seen in wrestling in so long. Will, I've said this on Fight Night a dozen times.
Mhm.
Probably the best Joker character we ever saw in pro wrestling. And that includes the now legend retirement Sting. That includes his version. I think Seth's version was better. Because to me, even though Seth was doing a thing we had seen dozens of times with the Joker gimmick, he did it in a new way that you had never seen anyone do it.
But well, to piggyback off what you said, I think the fact that he was more involved in that character than Sting was in his.
Agree. That's
He
a great
was
way to
more
put it.
involved with
That's
that
a way.
role.
That was 100% Seth.
Yeah.
The character was 100% Seth.
Yep.
Like the Crow character was 100% Sting.
Yep. And it's best, by the way.
I'd argue on that.
What, Surfer Sting?
I mean,
To me, the TNA time frame is the best Sting period. But mind you,
You
Will,
got me on
I
that
did
one.
not watch Sting before TNA. So
Mhm. Oh, the Crow was awesome. The Crow was
I didn't
awesome.
start watching DJ. I did not start watching until end of Attitude, beginning of Ruthless Aggression. I've seen it all now, but
Crow Sting was awesome. I'm just gonna say here, say it. Crow Sting was awesome.
because also I experienced it on a different. I don't experience the same. A lot of the Attitude Era, all that Monday Night Wars, very cringe, very cringe. It's super cringe.
You gotta understand where he comes
Really?
from, though. You gotta understand where he comes from, though. You gotta understand where Josie comes from.
Really?
He down in
Eric
Texas.
Cringe?
He down in Texas. He down in Texas. They don't know no better.
Oh, fuck you!
I'm from Texas. Hold on. I'm in Texas too.
We got another Texas boy
I'm
right
in
here.
Texas too. I'm in Texas too. Don't do that, Willie. Don't do that.
It has nothing to do with being from Texas. Has
Oh,
everything to
man.
do with. You're talking about the time of bra and panty matches.
This is true.
You're talking about the time of HLA.
But the
That
thing,
was a
but
golden
Josie,
era in WWE.
Oh
but
my
Josie,
god!
let me tell you, that was a different time.
100%, 100%.
Different time. You couldn't pull that shit off now.
None of it. None of
Hell
it.
no.
None of that shit. You
I
can
mean,
pull it
you
now.
look at
No,
how much
absolutely not.
trouble.
That's why it was legendary.
Man, you imagine you
It's-
do a
and
brawl thing. Can you
I don't
imagine if you
disagree
do
with
that right now? How many women's groups would be on your ass?
Will, we had a great example. NWA trying to pull a coke stunt on a pay-per-view,
Mhm.
which isn't even free TV, on a pay-per-view,
Yep.
and almost lost their CW
Almost
deal
lost the whole
because of
shit.
it.
Yep. Almost lost the whole shit.
I can
So,
understand that.
but-
I can understand that point.
and again, I 100% agree with what y'all said. Legendary wrestling will never be that popular ever again.
Nope.
I was not allowed to watch that, but
Rod, what's up,
Rod,
Rod?
what's up with your big dog?
so, but yeah, to me, it's Cody and Seth, and I'm ready for this argument.
To me, it's the
Definitely,
bloodline.
definitely. Well,
To me,
I was
it's the
gonna say, we got
bloodline.
somebody
And
on
the
the
reason
other
why,
side that says it's the bloodline. So go ahead, Willie. Go ahead. Cook it.
to me, it's the bloodline. And the reason why I say it's the bloodline is because they always come up, like Josie said, when stuff gets stale, that's when they get more innovative with it. And then you had Roman, and then you have Sakurama there, who's just is for some reason a different person on NXT versus what he is on SmackDown. I don't get that part. He's talking
that?
on NXT. He's talking on NXT. He ain't really talking on SmackDown.
Because it's all about the role he is playing on SmackDown. It's
He's
two
more than an
different
enforcer type.
It was yes, those two characters. What you saw, the 2-day North American champion,
Yep.
comparative to what you're seeing on SmackDown, those are two totally different characters.
Two different
Now,
things.
I think you will see that character once he turns on Roman.
Yeah, because
And here's the other thing.
Somebody turn on
Now,
Roman.
here's another thing. Now that we know who one of the Hall of Fame inductees, Paulie always thinking 10 steps ahead. If I'm Paulie, if I'm moving on from the tribal chief and I'm moving on to the high chief, like, just say it.
But I gotta go with the bloodline. They're more interesting. With The Rock recently coming back on SmackDown saying, "You are my tribal chief." He said that. He done started the whole thing all over damn again. And yeah, they calling him a sellout, but at the same point, when was the last time we saw Heel Rock? When was the last time we saw Heel Rock?
It.
I love
the
doing
fact.
fantastic. He is doing fantastic. Roman's doing his thing. Shit, all Paul gotta do is just stand there, hold the belt, and just look. That's all he gotta do.
Hey
And
man,
Roman's
what
doing
the
it.
baby say move? What the baby say boo? Bullshit.
bullshit.
That's all he got to do is stand there looking. That's all he got to do. Rock and Roman doing the work for him. I'm telling you, this is fantastic. This is great.
Well, no, you got a great point there, Will, because you look at the build for this. How much of this build for Cody or Roman 2 has been about Cody and Roman? None of it. None of it. It's all a bit about Cody. So they're building Cody Roman, but at the simultaneous building Rock Roman.
Yep. I'm telling you, bloodline. I got the bloodline all the way through, and make it so bad.
No,
There's so many different ways you can go with the bloodline because I think that someone's gonna turn on Roman. You just don't know which one. It could be The Rock for him losing to Cody. It could be Sakura for him losing to Cody. It could be one of the two, or maybe both, to turn on Roman and then take the bloodline in a whole different direction. Because we all know Roman is due for a vacation. We all know he's due for a vacation.
Roman just got off a damn vacation, man.
And he's gonna get another one.
They
say he's gonna get an extended one.
He's almost done.
I believe that we will be inducting Roman into the Hall of Fame in the next year to two.
Yep, I agree that too.
Leukemia puts a huge wear. Leukemia puts a huge wear on the body that you don't see.
That's true.
So on top of wrestling, he is already had to battle this disease twice. And the chances are he will have to battle it again.
Most likely.
And for that many days as champion, that many days, it's about time for him to give it up. It's about
and that's why at 3 years' time, Seth Rollins has already passed his title defenses at not even a year.
Yeah.
I'm happy you brought that up because I have to sit there and defend Roman with a lot of people, and they say, "Oh, he's only just a part-timer. He's not." I said, "Bro, do you understand this man has leukemia?
Yeah, there's
like,
more
that
to
takes
it.
a toll on the body." Yeah.
I am one of those. I don't hate on the fact that Roman needs to be a part-timer. I do hate on the fact that we have part-time champions. I hate that.
Facts.
I hate part-time champions. To me, a champion, and this is where I do go old school, a champion is meant to be there every week. They are supposed to be the face.
Joseph, real quick.
Shout out to Gunther.
Can we say Arn Anderson? Can we please say Arn Anderson? Think about it for a second. He was a TV champ.
Yeah.
He was in the studio every Saturday when he was a TV champ. Every Saturday. And he put that belt up on the line every Saturday morning on TBS. Every Saturday morning. And you're right. That's what a champion should be. It should not be a transitional champion. That's part of the business. But part-time champion, I don't agree with it.
But in DJ just called it right there. The workhorse is Gunther, baby.
Yep. Yep.
Like that man just
Shout
held
out
the.
to Gunther.
Yep.
He now holds the record for longest reign, single reign. He now holds the record for longest combined reign with one reign. And he's gonna hold the record for most defenses.
If that man's not
So
the
who do y'all think is
champion
the wild card in this?
In the bloodline,
Who do y'all
The
think is going to be the
bloodline,
wild card in
hold
this
up.
situation?
there's a few. It could be The Rock. It could be Paulie, like I said.
Hey, Paul Heyman. Yep.
It could be Solo.
If Solo, that's interesting. That's interesting because, like I say, with the bloodline, you don't know who gonna turn on who, and for what reason. Why you don't know.
I'm going with The Rock.
The Rock makes the most sense.
The Rock does make the most
I
sense, and the
just
reason
think-
why The Rock makes the most sense is just simply because we're building for a Roman
We all
and
know
Rock
where we're
match.
building.
Yeah,
And even if you would have got the Rock battling for the title, you know good and damn well he wasn't gonna win. You knew he wasn't gonna
Why
win
not?
because
What?
he's a part time in his damn self.
Well, yeah, but see, this is the
unless
thing.
you,
The
unless
Rock's
you,
role,
Okay.
the Rock's
I felt-
role in WWE
Go
has
ahead.
changed. He's not a part timer anymore.
well, but I'm saying this though. I'm saying this in terms of it doesn't benefit him to have another run
Agreed.
Why not?
because he's already established as champion.
No. But here's what I'm gonna say. It doesn't benefit him to have another run, but it does benefit WWE for him to have another run.
It benefits WWE, and I get what you're saying with
Yeah.
that because he is on the board. But I'm just saying, and then the crowd will probably go crazy for it because he's still Rock. He's got the title, but the reason why I say it's kind of a waste, you have other guys there who need that push more than he does.
I don't disagree with you on that, but you got to remember, there's only
You
one
got
thing
other
that
guys
matters
there
to
who need it more.
WWE, and
What's
it is
that?
those Benjamins.
That's true.
the
That's true.
only thing they care about in WWE, and
That's
that's a money. Rock with a title run, even a 3-month transitional title run, is money.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
call you a
thinking-
bluff and ask who deserves it, because you said there's other guys that needs it. So
Randy Orton.
I mean,
Or
Get Randy one-
that's
get
the
Randy
same
one more.
thing.
yeah, that's the
If you-
same
if you-
thing. Randy
but
Orton,
if
come
you give it-
on, man.
But if you're giving,
Randy,
but if you're giving somebody another run at the title,
If
it's
you're
a
gonna
bonus.
give it to a legend, yes.
And
Orton
think
is
about it. And
more
look at like this.
deserving.
And look at like
But
this.
there
Joe.
are-
And it's a better story because he's coming back from that injury that he had
I agree he's more
to get the
deserving.
title one more time.
I agree he's more deserving than The Rock. But however, there are other younger talent
Now,
that
this
are
is
more
true.
deserving.
Like-
Gunther.
If
He
your
deserves
that's
it.
what I'm
He
about to say.
deserves
If
it.
your argument ain't
He deserves it.
Gunther or LA Knight or somebody like that, I don't even want to hear it.
Even Dom deserves a run.
think-
He doesn't necessarily isn't ready to hold it, but he
I
deserves.
think Damian Priest deserves one bit more than Dom right now.
I think
do.
Damian Priest is going to be the first man for his contract to expire.
He might be. Because him and LA Knight are kind of in the same situation. They're both older guys.
Yeah.
So
Who they're
It's
not
pretty
sure about putting a title on.
exactly.
So,
But I agree with you.
So
Gunther
depending on the
deserves it. He
direction,
deserves it.
depending on the direction of how the match goes, how do you think that shapes the direction of the company going forward? Right. So say there is a big like plot twist with the bloodline, or say Cody or Seth Rollins end up, beating out the bloodline and bearing the championship. How do you think that goes? Right. Or if the bloodline continues the bloodline, but there's a double cross, like how do you think that ultimately plans out the trajectory of the company going forward after WrestleMania?
I think ultimately, no matter what, there's one outcome, and that will be Cody standing with the championship.
Yep.
Like I honestly, and I think we can all agree to this, no matter if you're on the bloodline or the Cody side, that's gonna be the outcome. Because if not, the fans are gonna riot. 1, 2. you can't stand Cody's story any longer. This has been an almost 2-year-long story because of his injury and everything. And I love a good long drawn out build. I love it.
Shit. Damn near
But
3 years.
damn near 3 years. So I think it's got to. But however, Moo, I think you're right. It will shape the company and the bloodline because I think we've all said it. I think it's going to be The Rock turns. And however, I think it could be The Rock with Paulie by his side.
And
As
everybody wants,
Disney.
and everybody, and
Interesting.
we talked about it before, Josie. Everybody wants to see Rock versus Roman anyway.
And we know it's happening. They were going to make
Everybody
it
wants to see
happen
it.
had there not been
SummerSlam.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yep.
going to happen at SummerSlam.
Yep. Everybody want to see it. You might as well go ahead and do it that way and get it over with.
Everybody
So-
wants to see it, but nobody wants to see it at WrestleMania because we all
Just
have been
because
building
we
for
were
a
all
year.
like as much as, and this is the thing, we talk about it all the time, Will. Wrestling fans are fickle,
Yep.
little, like, the IWC is a toxic place.
Very toxic.
But they wanted to hate on Cody and his story for a year, and then the moment WWE wanted to say, no, we think you'll like this more with The Rock Roman, which people have been begging for years.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh no, that's not what we wanted. We want Cody. Because wrestling fans don't know what the fuck they want 90%
They don't.
of the time.
They
That's
don't.
why
And-
AEW is hated on all the time.
I ain't gonna sit in front though. I ain't gonna sit in front. I'm liking what AEW is doing. I'm liking what
They're doing
Impact is doing. So just to let y'all know, there's more out there than just WWE.
That's a good point.
I think WWE knows what they're doing. I think they know what the fans want. Also, at Royal Rumble when Cody won, and then they had the press conference and things, and everybody was like, "What the hell are you guys doing? Figure it out." I was thrown for a loop, so I figured. I thought it was going to turn into a triple threat match. Not gonna lie to you, I really did. I thought it was going to eventually turn into a triple threat match. Thank God it didn't, because I didn't want that.
I was
Right.
going to say, that just makes no sense. Like, that makes no, like,
No.
I thought it was because The Rock came out and he slapped Cody and things like that. I was like, okay, but I'm Seth and Cody are going to win on the first night because obviously if they don't, he loses his title chance to Roman the next night. So we can already go ahead and capitalize on that Seth and Cody are winning.
So I have a question for y'all on how do y'all feel that both main events, basically for both nights, are going to involve the same 3 to 4 men? Because I bet money Seth ends up in Cody's corner. I put money on that for night 2.
Oh, he already decided that. So
yeah, so like the same 4 men will be in the main events of both nights. Again, Will, you're talking about people not getting opportunities. There's a whole spot worth of opportunities that people aren't getting.
Yep.
And I try to defend all the time that the World Heavyweight Championship is not a secondary consolation prize title. But here we are now. Wrestle fucking Mania, and it looks like it's not going to be defended.
And that's a damn shame. And that's
Seth
a
is
damn
going to
shame.
defend it. He'll defend it probably.
You think night 2 he takes on Drew?
I think he will defend it, but I don't think he's going to be in the main event.
I'm tired of Drew.
Definitely not the main event.
I'm tired of Drew.
Everything I see is if he faces Drew, Drew wins.
Yeah. And I hate
What
to
you
say
mean
that
tired
shit,
of Drew?
Yeah. I'm tired of Drew, man.
Drew's
I'm tired
boring.
of Drew.
Drew's
He's
boring.
boring.
He's one-dimensional. He's
It's
the
same
same.
shit 24/7.
Let me tell you why I'm not tired of Drew. Because Drew has not gotten his due justice yet of
Yes, he
having
has.
a title. No, he hasn't. No, he did not get to hold a title with a crowd.
No, yeah, because he was a COVID champion. He
That's true.
only held
Yes.
it during COVID.
So
Still boring.
I think Drew as a heel holding the title will be very well done.
Boring as hell. He can't talk. He's stiff as hell in the ring. That's Lex Luger part 2. That's Lex Luger part 2, 3, and 4. That's what he is. That's exactly
The
what he
disrespect,
is.
dog.
Yeah,
The disrespect.
Come on, man.
Man,
The
Come on,
disrespect.
man. You cannot
Will,
tell me.
Will, you just
You're
basically said
disrespectful.
that man is going to be living in a wheelchair one day.
I'm in the ring. I'm not talking about personal. I'm just talking in the ring.
You're
Not
disrespectful.
talking personal.
I still think Drew will be a very good champion as a heel, especially on Raw. Like, come on.
But my only issue.
But in the event that he does, no.
But my thing is, but my
Is
thing
he-
with Drew,
is he a boring
as a heel,
champion?
you have to be able to talk. That man can't talk. He can't talk.
Will, we talk about the top 3 all the time. There's 3 things in this business that you have to have.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, you have to be good on the mic,
Good on the mic.
good in the ring,
Good in the ring.
and you have to be charismatic as fuck.
You have to have that look.
You
Yeah.
can survive in this business with 2 out
And
of
that's all
those
he doing.
3. Some people can survive with 2 out of those 3
But
things.
that's all he doing is surviving. That's it.
And
You put that
Drew-
world championship on him. Come on.
I will say Drew has 2 of those things.
He
He is
does.
charismatic. He is good in the ring most of the time. However, he's not extremely charismatic. The charisma doesn't
he
carry
is the
over
main
to
dude.
his mic work.
He is the main dude. And I realize we're out of the age of the manager, but he's the dude that need a manager.
I don't think we're out of the age of a manager because look at Roman Reigns. I mean, we're not out of the age of a manager.
But that's Paul Heyman, though. If you go back to the early 80s, 90s,
Yeah,
even early
and-
2000s, you had more managers in play.
And
Yes,
even
we
Paul,
absolutely did. But
even
he has-
Paul will say he's not a manager. There's
Mhm.
only like 2 other people I would say that have ever been close to what Paul portrays. He's not a manager. He's an advocate. He's a wise man. He's an idea man. Like,
One of you don't like, Josie.
not gonna lie to you.
One of you
I
you
don't-
don't like, Josie.
Jim Cornette.
I like
Yeah,
I
you-
like
you-
the MVP as a manager. You gonna stop that? I like the
MVP is
MVP as a
good.
manager.
MVP is good. He's good.
No, you're right, Will. But again, I will say I don't like Jim Cornette as a person. He's a piece of shit human being.
Oh, yeah, he sucks as a
Yes,
person.
he is.
Hell yeah. Hell
But I
yeah.
will
Yeah,
respect. I will
Number
show
point.
the respect to what he's done in the business.
I think the thing that gets me with Cornette, he's still stuck back in old territory days. You got to get out of that. Wrestling is moved beyond that. Got to get out of the territory days.
You
Got
you
to.
really think you really think Drew's that bad on the mic?
I just don't like
Yes.
Drew. I just
I
don't
don't-
like him.
I don't think he's that bad on the mic. I think that's the persona they give him on the mic though. They give him that overseas kind of foreign person. Because like I'm just saying because the more I watch it, I'm like, just do something, and it's like he's holding back during his promos.
But he's
So
so,
that's why-
Vince McMahonian. And what I mean by that is the
Yes,
fact-
that's a great term, Will. I
Yeah,
wanna
he's
That
coin
is a great term.
McMahonian.
Vince
He's the big,
McMahonian.
the big, strong dude that Vince wants up in there. As long as you have that look and can throw people
Well,
around, that's all Vince cares
And
about.
even though it doesn't get brought up anymore, being the chosen one still
That hurt.
hurts.
That
Drew.
hurt. That hurt.
It will hurt him in WWE forever.
You
And
talking
some
about Drew?
guys, and some, yeah.
If you don't know that when he originally debuted for the WWE, what was that? 07, 06, Will, somewhere in there.
07, late
Yeah, it was
07,
somewhere in there.
early
Late
late
07.
06, early 07, yeah.
He debuted as McMahon debuted him as the chosen
Chosen
one,
one.
the next
Mhm.
everything. And within 6 months, he was jobbing to everybody.
Yep. But WB runs can be deadly to some people because
They're tricky, and you look.
It's
and I,
very tricky.
I
very
think
respect.
the chosen
I
one.
respect what Drew did because Drew was really the first person to ever leave, improve his ability and his craft
Mhm.
and everything,
Mhm.
and make WWE want to bring him back.
Yep. I give him that. I will give him that. I would give him that. But WWE runs hurt a lot of people, boy. Because I said it the other night, I'll say it again. Dusty Rhodes, one of the all-time greats. God rest his soul, one of the best. But his WWE, WWF run was trash. Straight up trash.
In me and Will's opinion, his WWE run alone keeps him off of like an all-time Mount Rushmore. Like
Because you have to look
Who?
at the career as a whole.
Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes.
Oh yeah, I don't think Dusty Rhodes is on the Mount Rushmore either. I agree.
Makes
He's
sense.
top. He's between the top 5 and 10, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I can respect
But
like that.
I don't
Well,
know.
Michael-
But go
Michael-
ahead. Go ahead.
Like that.
you know,
Hey, I don't know about that, but go ahead.
and Moo, I hate to hijack your show, but I do want to know, Will, because we were having an in-depth discussion on this. What would y'all say is the Mount? If you're building a generation, like all-time Mount Rushmore, who are the 5 heads going on it?
Whew,
Mount Rushmore.
jeez.
Ooh. All time in WWE?
All-time everywhere.
All time everywhere. Wrestling, period.
Okay,
Wrestling, period.
I will be the person to tell you, outside of WWE and WCW, I watch a little bit of TNA. I don't like AEW for the most part, so I definitely cannot be a part of this conversation because I'm not into AEW like that.
It don't matter. Then just go by with what you do.
Think
Okay.
about what you
know.
saw. Go about what you know. Yeah.
Like
okay,
we do go by the fact that Mount Rushmores are very much personal.
right.
But I like to
Absolutely.
see if people have joint opinions. Like mine
I'll
and
give you an
Will's are pretty similar.
I'll give you an example. Older folks might look at Andre the Giant as being number one. But
Or
somebody
even Bruno.
or even Bruno Sammartino might be looked at.
Never.
stuff. But us growing up, because we're all around.
Bruno's
the
not
same
even
age,
the top 20 on my list.
Hell no, he not.
he neither.
Wild.
But when you go back and look at it, some people might think, particularly in our generation,
Bret Hart.
Hogan, Bret Hart, Flair. People might look at guys like
There's
that.
I know there's a lot of people that would argue that Hogan and Hart both are on the Rushmore. And here I'll give you mine and Will's because ours is pretty much similar. So
Before you go, before you say your Mount Rushmore, I just want to let y'all know, me and Moolish are none of y'all generations. Y'all old. I just want to let y'all know y'all old.
hey, I'm probably not that much older than y'all.
Y'all said your generation. No. My generation is the 90s, dog. No, sir.
That's just disrespectful, sir.
So
That's just
I don't believe I'm that much older than you.
That's just disrespectful, sir.
Y'all
Oh
said
my
Hulk
gosh.
Hogan and Bret Hart of your generation.
Oh, that's his
let me
generation,
tell-
not
That's
my
my
generation.
He's younger than me. I'm 52, so I've
I'm in
seen
my
a little bit more.
30s.
Oh yeah,
He's in his third- I'm
that's your
52.
that's Willie's generation for sure. That ain't my generation. Hey, bro, I'm 33, so it's all good.
Yeah, you're right there. I'm 2 years older than you.
I get
So-
called the professor and the historian because of.
Hey, I'll get Willie. You don't look your age though. I will give you that.
No,
Thank you, sir.
the first time I met this dude in person, I made him show me his ID because I did not believe
I mean,
that he was in his
valid.
50s. There's no way.
Valid. That's very valid.
That is
Oh,
very
yeah,
valid.
Thank you.
I
That's very valid.
thought Willie was like 38, 39. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know
my
you was
boy-
already
my boy
in his
look
50s.
at least mid to late 30s. Not even gonna cap. Like,
Thank you.
yeah.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
That man right there is the poster child for Black Don't Crack.
Come on, man.
Facts.
Oh,
All right,
man.
so let's get to it. Give me your Mount Rushmores.
All
Let's
right,
get to
so
it.
I'll let you say
me and
mine
Will
too,
pretty
because
much
you know it.
discussed this last night and came up with what is a pretty similar one. So, number one to us, no argument, is Ric Flair. Number two was Sting. Did we say Sting was 2?
Hogan.
No, we said Sting was. Oh, Hogan. Hogan was 2.
Mhm, mhm.
Then it was 3 and 4 was Stone Cold, Rock,
And Rock.
and then Sting is
Let's
5.
take it number 5.
And then Cena is my 6. That right there is where me and Will
Woo!
tend to split off.
That's what we tend to stray. I got Booker at 6.
Woolidge.
I ain't gonna lie. I got Booker at 6. I ain't gonna lie.
You say you got Booker?
Booker T. I got him at 6.
Really accurate. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
See, Moo,
That's
it's
very
not
accurate.
bad.
Respect.
And you know why? If you go back and look at
It's
Booker's
good.
history, Booker has gotten over everywhere he's been as his career.
Hey,
Everywhere.
respect.
Booker T's
I
definitely
messed
on my
up
list.
with T.
The
So
Booker T's definitely on my list. Definitely on my list. But
Five
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. As far as stability, like that's probably who I'm going with verbatim. Like I'm like
Those
just
five,
thinking about
yeah.
it. Yeah, just that's probably who I'm going with verbatim, right? Of course, I gotta have Ric Flair, right? The Nature Boy, of course.
Woo!
Rock, definitely. Hogan for sure. Like, yeah, like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's probably my list verbatim. I would probably go. I understand. Definitely like the Cena argument, right? I definitely can get that, right?
Cena's right there.
And
He's
there's rumors of
literally right
Cena,
there.
and there's rumors out there of Cena getting another one. There's rumors.
Hey, honestly,
That
I
still
would.
doesn't put him in the. That still
It don't
doesn't
put
put
him-
him in the top
It don't
5.
put him there.
I don't think it
But
does either. But I don't doubt him
For
coming back.
Cena,
and
for
getting
Cena
another
to be in the
For
top
Y'all do
5,
realize if Cena gets another one, he ties Ric Flair, right?
he doesn't really though.
Yeah, he
Rick's
killed
is
Ric Flair.
22.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
True.
All right.
Because you gotta look at every championship.
All
Yeah, that's a
right.
good
Now
point.
I'm looking at world championships. Okay, fine.
No, and that is
Like,
every world
man.
championship, but the 16 number, the WWE, they're only counting WWE championships,
Mhm.
WCW championships. That's all they're counting. In
And not counting
NWA.
everything else that he's done.
That's a good point. That's a
So,
good point.
so
can
Moo, there's no one you would move around on that one.
I would probably give an honorable mention nod to Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, he's right there next to Cena. Like he's
Mhm.
6 or 7.
Yeah,
When you
it's
to
like
me,
right there.
To me, those 5 are staunch. Like there's really no one else to go in those places. But
Shit!
Okay,
Oh
D,
my god!
I want to hear yours, DJ. Go. I want to hear it. Go.
Okay. Y'all call me young all y'all want to. I don't give a shit. But I don't think anybody can deny Ric Flair is on the Mount Rushmore. That's a shoe-in. Stone Cold damn near is a shoe-in too. So I'm gonna go Ric Flair, Stone Cold, Sting. Y'all might not mess with this, but I do mess with this because this man carried WWE on his back for a long time with Triple H.
Oh, bullshit.
I'm going Triple H over Shawn. I'm going Triple H over Shawn Michaels. I am.
That man has been the most. That man has been the most protective wrestler in all of wrestling history.
Fine. I'm not saying he's not the
Oh
most
my
protective
god! He should have lost to Booker.
Hey! I'm not saying none of that. But all I'm saying is he accomplished everything as a wrestler that
I'm
you
going
could
to argue
want.
this. You got one more. So who's your 5th?
Oh, Undertaker. I always go Undertaker.
The Phenom.
I
think Taker is easily like 6, 7. Like when you get into the argument of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and on, it gets really hard. But
I don't think so. I always saw Undertaker was the backbone of WWE for 30 years? 29, 20. Come on. What?
But
there's a difference. But there's a difference
history.
But there's a difference.
But people watch WrestleMania. They didn't give a damn about the championship match. They watch WrestleMania for Undertaker's streak.
Hey, real quick.
Real
quick. So with Brock being gone, Taker get that loss back, right?
Yes. The streak
he get
was
that loss
never
back,
broken.
right?
No, but fine. But he still lost to Roman. He still lost to Roman too, though. The streak
I'd rather it be Roman than Brock.
I'd rather be Roman than Brock.
He lost to Roman though. Okay, so Undertaker even said himself, Brock didn't need the push. Roman needed the push to beat him first. And a lot of WWE legends came. I was like, I didn't need the push. But Roman should have been the one to break the streak. I tell people that all the time. Roman should have been the one.
I agree with that. It should have been Roman rather than Brock.
I can agree with that.
So,
but you wild for that Triple H take though. I ain't even gonna cap.
I got
No.
such
I
an
can't.
argument
H,
against
most
it.
Triple H,
protective
Triple
man in
H
the world.
there is
isn't even top
nothing.
10. He's not
There's
even top
nothing.
10.
There's nothing Triple H did not accomplish in his career winning championships.
Because
nothing.
it was handed to him.
Everything
You-
was
you-
handed
He was
to the
fucking
man.
the
I was gonna
boss's
say, 'cause he
daughter.
Bruh.
Wait a minute.
Booker T.
Thank you.
Hold on.
Thank
Wait a
you.
minute. Wait.
Booker T
Wait
was
a
whipping
minute.
his ass.
Wait
Booker
a
T was
minute.
whipping his ass. And then he came out of nowhere to win. Booker T was
Let-
whipping his ass.
Let me hear y'all straight, okay? Y'all says everything was handed to him. It's wrestling entertainment. Everything is handed to everybody.
But
What?
man, there
There's
was
a difference, but there's
But,
a
okay,
difference. There's a
here-
difference
wait,
between
wait,
giving
Will,
a
Will,
push and a
hang on,
title
hang
run.
on,
You gotta make it
hang
difficult,
on,
man.
What?
Like you can't just
Hang
give it
on.
to him on a silver
Come on.
platter.
Triple H is literally one of the only men in pro wrestling to actually be handed a world heavyweight championship. He was literally handed one on TV.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So he's a 12-time world champion because he got handed one. Fine. He's still a 12-time world champion. Intercontinental champion.
And
Tag team champion.
you realize
Come
any
on.
other person, no other
You do realize
person,
he was. You do realize who he was married to and
Yeah,
dated during
Will.
that time frame,
That's
right?
right.
had,
That's
had
right. But
Will,
hold on, wait. But
had it
but
not
see,
been for
there we go
Stephanie,
too.
Will, would Triple H ever have gotten through the curtain call incident had it not been for Stephanie?
I don't know.
Nope.
No.
So what was-
Okay.
No.
Okay. So on the flip side of this too, here's what I also take into account. All this stuff y'all are watching now in WWE, Triple H is writing most of it.
Again,
So,
I don't.
So I also take that
I
into
don't
account
disagree
too.
with you,
I
but there's a
don't
difference.
disagree. And I
that's-
give
that's-
Triple H his
that-
flowers
that's what-
100.
That will put that right there puts me over with Triple H because all the storylines because we complained about Vince
we're not-
from 2010
But see,
to
we're not
2021, and Triple H took over and started running stuff. That has to factor in too.
No, it
But
doesn't
there's a
because we're
difference
not
between
talking
being a leader
corporate.
and
We're
being-
not talking behind the scenes because
You
some
didn't
of
say
the guys.
you did not.
But
you
we're-
didn't specify
we're-
in-ring
li- li-
performance.
Hang on. We're looking at all these other guys. We were only taking their in-ring performances because
Y'all did not say that. Y'all just said who's your Mount Rushmore. You didn't say in-ring performance. You said who's your Mount Rushmore. Exactly why
technical.
Triple H is on my list.
technicalities.
That's not you. Hey, listen. You said top 5 of wrestling all time. You didn't say in-ring performance because if it was in-ring performance, my list would be different. You didn't say in-ring performance. You said top 5 of wrestling overall. That's a fact.
I don't disagree with everything that Triple H has done for the business. He's done a lot. But as far as to me, his in-ring career does not carry near as much weight as it would for someone else because he was fucking the boss's daughter. And I do not believe he would have ever came back from the curtain call
is Vince
incident
McMahon.
had
Your
it not
father-in-law
been for
is
the
Vince
fact
McMahon.
that he started
Kennedy
fucking the
McMahon.
boss's daughter.
You can say that. You can say that. But like I said, all y'all did not specify in-ring performance. You said all time.
I agree. I
We're gonna have to
understand
come up
that.
with a specific criteria next time. We're gonna come up with a specific
Hell,
criteria.
I'll take AJ Styles before I take Triple H.
Oh no,
That's
you
my
crazy
thing.
as shit.
That's
crazy
my
as shit.
thing. Triple H
Absolutely
is
not.
not even
Before I
in.
take Triple H.
Triple H is like
Absolutely not.
Triple H is like 11, 12.
Understand
on
what
my list.
understand what AJ
Absolutely not.
did. Understand what AJ. If you want to talk about doing something outside of wrestling, understand what AJ did.
AJ
I
has
didn't
been a world champion in every company he's ever been in.
Wait. You said outside of wrestling. Are you referring to?
Kick ass.
Wait, you said outside wrestling. Are you referring to outside of WWE or outside of wrestling? Is what I
Outside
want
of
to ask
WWE.
you.
Outside
Oh,
WWE.
wait, he said outside of wrestling. That's why I wanted to. That's why I
Outside
said, hold
WWE.
on. Okay.
Outside WWE. Because if you go back and look, he was the man in Impact. He was the man in Japan. He was the man in WWE. Come on now.
The man in WWE.
Come on now.
No.
Oh,
No.
bullshit.
Man.
Between 2016 and 2018,
Hell
AJ
no.
was the face.
No.
AJ getting the hate. He getting the hate.
It's all good.
AJ
We're
was
gonna
the
have to-
face or
we-
whatever. AJ was the face of the brand he was on. That's not the face of WWE. That's different.
He was the face of both.
No.
We're gonna
Hell
we're
no.
gonna have to come out you guys with a different wrestling show. Because obviously we got some crazy opinions on here. So we're gonna have to come out with a crazy freestyle show, man. But I want to get you guys' final thoughts on this. Anticipations for WrestleMania and SummerSlam. Who you guys? What matches are we most excited about? Other than the obvious, right? What other matches are we most excited about, or what matches are building up some real intensity right now for you guys?
I really am hoping to see Chad Gable dethrone Gunther. Like,
It's time for Gunther to move on.
It is time for Gunther to move on to bigger and better things. He's done all he can with the Intercontinental Championship, and to me, Chad Gable has put in the goddamn work. And
did Chad Gable win on Raw on Monday? I didn't
don't
see
know.
the match.
I didn't watch it.
Okay.
I think he did. But to me, that match, I'm also really excited for Jay versus Jimmy. That's going to be a banger.
I've been hearing that a lot.
I'll tell you what I'm not excited for: Becky Lynch versus Rhea.
I don't want to see that either, dog. I don't want to see that either. Nope.
Not excited for it.
Nope. Hey,
I think I might be more excited for it if what I've heard rumored is true, and that's that they're going to add Liv Morgan.
Fellas, let me ask you a question. And I asked you this, Josie, the other night. I'm gonna ask y'all. Does Becky Lynch look sick? Does she look like something? Because she's abnormally skinny. And she looking kind of frail. I mean, I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. The thing I want to see though, I want to see them pull Becky from this match with Rhea. They won't, but I want to see them pull Becky from this match. And Josie's gonna like pop a gasket when I say this, but she's been backstage and she's been hanging out with all the other ladies.
No.
Can we please? Can we please? Then this person, I'm just saying, but it could be because I don't want Becky in this match at all. We already
take anybody, but this is your dream.
This is my dream, and we've already seen. We've already seen Bianca Belair up against us, so that's old. Go on, bring my girl Jade in. Go on, bring my girl Jade in. Go on, bring her in. Hell yeah!
You don't want Jade to take that loss. Jade is not beating Rhea.
Listen, but would you not be entertained in that match?
I'd rather see Jade versus Bianca. I
don't want to see Bianca no more. I'm tired of Bianca, and the gimmick is done.
I agree with you.
I got my hair. I got my ponytail.
But Will, here's a little.
No.
Maybe Jade beats the shit out of Bianca so bad that she finally gives up that shit.
That would be worth watching right there. That'd be worth watching right there. Jade,
because I'm telling you, that first match, Jade needs to come out strong.
She does. And she's gonna take that loss to Rhea. She might beat Rhea ass, but she'll take that loss to Rhea.
I don't think she needs to come out a loss first match, personally.
All right, DJ. Anything you guys are specifically excited about or anticipating coming up for WrestleMania?
Hell yeah, Jimmy versus Jay. That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, that's the thing right there. I want to see that too.
Jimmy versus Jay.
That's gonna be that will be a match to possibly steal whatever night it's on.
Yep.
Well, it won't be on night 2. We know that.
It'll be night one. It'll be night 1. Yeah.
So it could very well steal the whole night.
Can we go ahead and get? Can we also go ahead and get? Can we also go ahead and get the last part of this AJ LA Knight feud over with too?
I'm just not enjoying. Honestly, I'm ready for AJ to. I hope he doesn't resign. I really do. I think he needs to move on to do a run in AEW and then call it time.
It makes sense. makes sense.
I think Jimmy and Jay got the potential to be what Matt and Jeff was in their I Quit match. But they gotta make sure and make it a very put it in a very compelling kind of match and not just a regular 1, 2, 3. Maybe a false count anywhere match would
Hey,
do
we ain't
justice.
seen this in a while, fellas. We ain't seen loser lead WWE.
There's a reason why we ain't seen that shit in a while. You get rid of you get rid of either one of the Usos. I don't know, dog.
Usos ain't leaving.
No.
Oh man.
The whole bloodline is one of the biggest reasons a lot of people watch. Right? There's no way in hell either one of them are leaving.
Nah. We just
I do think a very good I Quit match between Jimmy and Jay would be good though. It'll bring remnants of Matt and Jeff in their I Quit match. I think I Quit match would be good.
Yeah.
Or a false count anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that. Well, that is about it for us, fellas. Any final words? Willie, I'm gonna start with you.
Like I said, I'm looking forward to WrestleMania, looking forward to SummerSlam, and seeing what the hell is gonna happen. This right here, right now, is the best time for all of us to be wrestling fans. Right here, right now. Let's go.
All right, DJ.
I thought Willie was gonna do this right here. Is my swag. That's what I thought he was gonna do. But y'all know what it is, man. Make sure you catch tomorrow Inside the Hoodie. You got Moo on there. You got Mel on there. Best damn football show in there, period. Make sure you catch me right back here on Monday. Gentlemen's Talking Wednesday. From the sidelines, y'all keep rocking with us. And by the way, since y'all said in-ring performance and you didn't specify it, I will push Shawn Michaels over Triple H.
I like that.
I can agree with that one more.
I agree with that one. Thanks, sir. I agree with that one.
I like that. Josie, go ahead and take us out. Final thoughts.
So, first final thought, I gotta say, thank you, Sting, man.
Facts.
No matter if you're an AEW fan or not, I hope you watch clips of that match because they sent him out right. It was a great match. So, and make sure you catch me, Will, and Stacks on Fight Night every Tuesday night. Y'all, Moo, DJ, y'all definitely need to swing in. Like,
I've been telling Willie that I'm ready anytime.
DJ, I'll tell you what though, you're gonna have to watch some AEW because we talk a lot of AEW.
I could do it.
Expand your knowledge, my man.
I'm a big fan of I'm a fan of MJ. Yeah, I can do it. I can do it.
That's the best women's division right now.
Agreed.
All right. Well, we appreciate everybody for sliding through. Make sure y'all slide through and mess with Inside the Huddle tomorrow. We'll be back on Monday with Basket to Basket. Make sure you guys check out Willie and Josie's podcast on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, we got Gentlemen's Talking, and we right back here on Thursdays. Appreciate everybody for sliding through. We're gonna see you guys later. Peace.